Hi everyone, Jill Lancet. How are you? Welcome back to my card making channel. I do 2 videos per week and I hope you're really enjoying them, and I really enjoy the challenge. And tonight's card is one size fits all. So whether you're in the US or whether you're in Australia, the UK, whatever, if you're using metric, the measurements are all exactly the same for this card. Now, I'm going to get to starting this off, and I want to show you what we're going to do. I haven't finished the card. I just made a little sample for myself so that I could make sure it would work. So I think we'll just get straight into it, hey? So I've got a few bits and pieces here. Now, this card will have to fit into a square envelope. Now, this envelope is 14 by 14 centimetres or 5.5 by 5.5 inches. Now, if you've got an envelope maker, go for it. But, yeah, I'm sure you'll be able to buy these. Anyway, this is, I started out trying to work it out in the US size, and then I went, you know what, they both fit the same thing. So in the US, you will just leave your cardstock at 11 inches. But in Australia and other countries, we're going to have to cut this down to 11 inches. So I'm going to show you that right now. So this is the card base. I have my my trimmer here. I'm going to cut this to 11 inches. Now, yeah, just bear with me for a minute. Oh, look, that corner's all bent. I think I just bent that, so we'll chop that corner off, okay? That's what I like to do. So 11 inches is right over here. I hope you can see that. It's right there, 11 inches. And it turns out to be a roughly just under 2 centimetres, but measure it 11 inches, don't just cut off 2 centimetres, okay? So 11 inches, and you've got a good scrap. You can use that for a multitude of things. And then we're going to turn this around and we're going to cut it at 5 1/4. So I can pop that back in there now. So 5 1/4. There's 5, and just over there is 1/4. Now I'm going to cut that all the way along. So I've got some more scrap. You'll use it. Okay, now I want to do some scoring. Now I want to put it in here so that I have the long side going across the top. And I'm going to score this at 3 11/16. Let me write that down. 3 11/16 of an inch. Okay, so there's 3. Now the 16ths, and I'm looking at these numbers on the bottom. The top row here are centimetres. These numbers below here are imperial, inches. So I need 3 11/16. Now those, for each of those little notches on there is a 16th. So 3 and 3 1/4 is 4, and 3 1/2 is 8. And I want to go 9, 10, 11. So it's just the notch before 3 3/4. Okay, so I'm going to take my blade out of the way and I'm going to score this. So that has been scored at 3 11/16. I'm going to measure that again. So 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So it is the little 16th mark just this side of 3 3/4. So now I'm going to turn this around and I'm going to score it at, and I'll write this down, 3 5/8. Now these are a little bit easier to count. Okay, so here's 3. Now every notch is a 16th, so every second one, so they are the smallest ones. Then you have these little bit longer ones, and then you have the really long ones. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it is 1/8 past half an inch. Okay, and I'm scoring that as well. Now I will put those details down. Now that is important because, oh, you can see where I've cut this. It is just a little bit, has a bit of a lip on it. So I generally just like to give that a wipe over with my bone folder there and here where I cut them. Okay, so now, as I was saying, that is important because we've just made one side a little smidge smaller than the other. So I'm actually going to fold that. Now here is where you might want to, you know, line that up and make sure it's okay. So I'm going to give that a good score. And then I'm going to turn that around and I'm going to fold this over. Now, I'll show you what has happened here. So this is the outside front of the card and it perfectly lines up. This one is just a little bit smaller than the score, and that's okay because we want that to tuck inside. So that's our card, and you might be thinking, well, oh, gee, it's a bit of a small card to go into a square envelope, but we're going to be doing some stuff. Of course, we're going to be doing some stuff. So I want to show you now what we're going to do. And I'll start off with this stamp set that I really, really love. It's a new one called... it's a Close to My Heart. Now these, I think these might be, don't quote me, but I think they might be till stocks last. I'm not sure. But this one is called Enjoy the Ride. And so you get this stamp set, but you also get this little die set. Now there's 7 dies, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yes, 7 dies. And there, I think, are 20 stamps. I'm not sure. If you're in Australia, this little set is $47. So, yeah, I think it's a really great bargain. Now, the other day, I sat down and I cut out a whole pile of shapes. I haven't stamped them. I just cut them out. Now, you could keep this and do some sponging, and you've got yourself a stencil. So, yeah, don't throw your rubbish out till you've thought about it, till you think about all different ways you could possibly use that. So that, I'm keeping that. But anyway, I cut out all the little bits and pieces, and I've also taken the liberty of cutting out 2 pieces of Daffodil Delight. Now, they're both the same size. They are 4 7/8 by 3, good grief, 3 9/16. Okay, so 4 7/8 by 3 9/16. I've got 2 of them. We're going to pop those there. We're going to pop that there. You will also need one of your Stylish Shapes banners, and we'll have a look at that in a minute. I'll just pop that there. We're going to use the Deckled Circles, the Deckled Circle Dies. We're using the 3rd and the 4th largest. So from the outside, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So that's over there. And we're using also some stamps and a die from the Hooray for Surprises. So I'm mixing and matching these stamps and dies tonight. But yeah, I like to do that. Sometimes I just think, oh, where was that die? So I'll find the set that it was in and away I go. Now, okay, so we've got this, we've cut it, we've scored it, we've got our card base. We've got 2 pieces of, that is Blueberry Bushel, this is Daffodil Delight. Now, in the Daffodil Delight, I have also cut out, one of the deckled circles, and it is the 4th one, plus this little heart. I cut the heart out of the middle, and that heart is from the Hooray for Surprises. And out of some of the beautiful Enjoy the Ride, which is also a close to my heart paper pack. I've used some gorgeous paper. So you get, hang on, let me get it out of the box here, out of the packet here. You get 6 sheets, and of course they're double-sided. They come with this little, it's actually the label on one side, but when you cut it off, they've cleverly put a design on the back so you can use the strips for something else. But here are the designs. We've got this one here, which is just all different little flowers. This one here might be a little bit tricky to see, but it's like a yellow black background with white sun bursts. Then you've got this bike one, and on the back of that is this gorgeous red and white gingham. And then the 3rd one has these beautiful little butterflies on a green background, and then the beautiful flowers that go with this stamp set. So we're using this piece today. Now, as I said, this card is in my head. I think I just dropped something. Oh, it was the Post-it notes. Don't panic. It was the Post-it notes. Hang on, I'll pick them up before I forget. Oh, where I've put them. Sorry, guys. Okay, so I've cut out of the beautiful designer series paper. I've cut out the 4th Deckled Circle. Out of the yellow Daffodil Delight, I cut out the heart from the centre of the 3rd Deckled Circle. Yeah, that's right. Now, the other day, I saw somebody, I think it was Patty Bennett, and she was using these little, you know, these little notation things, and they're half Post-it sticky and half not. And I thought, gee, that's a good idea. I've got some of those. So, yeah, I thought I'd try those instead of washi tape. We'll see how they go. And they're reusable, obviously. I had a whole packet of them. I don't know why I bought them. And if you're interested, I think I got them at Officeworks here in Australia. So, yeah. So there's like 250 of them, and they're only a few dollars. So anyway, I'm going to see how they go. So we'll see. I'll let you know. So, okay, so I'm going to take the dies away. Let me just move the dies out of the way. I'll be looking for those later. We've also got a little scrap of the Daffodil Delight, and there is our little stylish shapes banner. Okay, so now, as I said, this is all in my head, so I hope it comes out. Now look, this little piece of packaging that comes in with the Close to My Heart, you know, it's just that really, it's very thin, and, you know, it's a nice cushioning thing for postage. But did you know that you can use that as a stamping mat inside, you know? Yeah, you can. So we're going to prove that right this second. Now, the first thing I want to do is I want to have a look at these, put these together. But before I do that, I want to just go around the edge with the blueberry bushel. So let's get that happening. So I've got some blueberry bushel here. It just kind of delineates the edge up against the yellow. Because it's yellow on yellow, I just wanted to, you know, make that stand out a bit. So I'm just doing this. And I'm just like holding this at a bit of an angle because the deckled edges are sort of like a bit wavy. Yeah, you might need to lean your ink pad over just a little bit. So there's that, and that doesn't look much until you put it up against that. So there's that. Hang on. Now the other thing I wanted to do was to do the same thing with this little heart that we cut out. So I'm just going to go in there and just go around the edge. I hope you can see that. Now it might be a bit tricky when you get to this little point of the heart, but I think if you bend one side in and then bend the other side in, you might be able to, hang on, can't remember what I was doing now. Oh, doesn't matter. Look, we're putting flowers over it, so yeah, that was an afterthought. Okay, so there's that. Now, in the center of the heart, I want to stamp, sending lots of love, sending you lots of love. So I'm going to pop that right in the center. I'm doing that in the blue as well. So let's just ink that up. So normally you need a bit of padding when you're using the photopolymer style stamps. And this is really, really handy. And it comes in the packaging. So hang on while I just do this. I'm just going to put this smack bang in the middle, I hope. So we'll just see how that goes. I'll have a sip while I'm waiting. I was almost in danger of losing my voice then. So there we go, look at that. Now I'll pop that one over there. Now this is where we're going to put this together. And you might be wondering, well, I don't understand. It doesn't matter if I'm going to show you, okay? So we want to put this circle on this circle. So just around the heart, oops, and then just around the edges. Okay, there we go. It's been very windy here lately. Normally in Sydney we get August winds, and they're usually quite strong winds, and so I think that's what's happening. We're also having some unseasonably warm weather, which is lovely. Look, I'm in bare sleeves. So I've glued that on there. There's a big hole in there, heart-shaped hole, but nobody's going to see that. Now I want to pop this up onto dimensionals, and we're going to do some stamping. So I'll do all of that in a sec, because over here I have cut out all those little flowers and things, and I've got a couple of spares there, so we'll look at those in a minute. But I want to show you how easy these are to stamp, even though they're cut out. Now I've got a bit of a silicone mat, so you know it sort of helps so that they're not slipping and sliding around. So here's the stamp set. It's so lovely, and it's one of those distinctive ones, you know, where it puts all the shading on there for you. So I'll just get a few blocks and we'll pop these on. and then we'll get to getting. Okay, so we want this small flower. I want this medium-sized flower. I want the large flower as well. And I think we'll do those to start with. Now, I wanted to do primary colours, so it's triadic. So I've got some cherry cobbler. Now, I hope this is not too dark. As I said, I have not made this yet. So let's just hope. Oh, it's not too dark, so just bear with me. I'm just going to ink it up and stamp that. That looks very dark. That looks very, very dark. I might clean that off and do that in real red, I think. Yeah. I didn't want it that dark. So, yeah, that's why you have a bit of a little practice go. So we'll do it in the real red. We'll have a look and see. I think that's more the colour I want. Let's have a look. Much better. Okay, so now we've got our little matte thing happening here as well. I need one big one, so we'll move those out of the way. I've already stamped one there, so we'll pop that there like that. We'll ink this up in real red because I want this to really pop, this big flower. And it's two-step, this particular one, and in fact the others are as well to a certain extent because you've got little centres to go in. Now if you're die cutting them first, just be aware which way they go, okay? So, yeah, now, look, my head's probably going to get over the top of this, so just bear with me. And we did this in class on Sunday, and I did make a little template so that we could set this up on a stamping platform, but the girls had no trouble whatsoever. And here's the thing, it doesn't have to be perfect, you know. It really doesn't have to be perfect. So there's our first one. Now we'll do this one here in, Daffodil Delight, I think. If I can pick it up. Hang on. So we'll do this one in Daffodil Delight. Just make sure you've got it going the right way. Now usually there's a couple of odd petals that you can tell the shape of them. Now I'm hoping this isn't too long, this video, but you know, it is what it is. So just bear with me while I line this up. And there we go, that's that one. Beautiful. And I think I might do this little one in the blue as well. So where is that on the stamp? Oh, here it is. Okay, let's ink that up. Now, you might be wondering why I'm turning this around. Well, sometimes when you use these little ink spots, you get a line from the stamp pad. So, yeah, it's always good to turn it around a few times. And again, you can see the shape of this. Now, I'm just over the top. I'm hovering, pressing down, giving that a second and peeling it off. There you go. Now, we do want another one for the inside. I think we're going to have blue for this one. So this is the medium size one again. And I've got a couple of other, there's those lines I was telling you about. So, yeah. So if you just keep turning it around, it'll ink up quite evenly. Now I've lost my train of thought. Anyway, look, we're going to do some die cuts. We're going to do some stamping directly onto it. And yeah, big range of things that we're going to be doing here tonight. So let's have a look there. Where are the stamps? Here they are. Now, there's a couple of sets of leaves. You've got this big set here and this smaller set here. Now, this smaller set, you can see there's an outline around this little rose sort of stamp. But I'm just going to stamp the leaves because I want to, and it's these little leaves here, because I want to glue the little flower onto that. You'll see. You'll see. Now, there is that 15% designer series paper sale on at the moment. Now, look, if you really want some paper at 15% off, it ends on the 31st. So, yeah, what's today? I don't know what the date is. I never know what day it is half the time. So there's those little flowers. So leaves, okay? So they're done. Now, there's a larger set of leaves, wherever they are. We've also got that. Where are the largest set of leaves? Oh, there they are. And you've got these other little foliage things. So you've got a little sprig, and then this sort of like berry-like thing, you know, it looks like a bit of a berry. So I'm going to do this one in blue because the background of the card is blue. Or should I do them in red? I think I might do them in red. Now I'm thinking about it. Just bear with me. Change of direction, guys. So in red, because we've only got one thing in red so far. Now, yeah, that's going to stamp on there. And it is actually quite easy to line up. So I'm just sort of hovering over that before I press it down. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Beautiful. And then I'm going to do in the garden green this gorgeous sprig here. And then we'll start to assemble. And so, yeah, I mean, you can stamp them first and then cut them out, but I find it's just as easy to cut them out and then stamp them, to be honest, because you don't have to be so precise with the cutting if you're just cutting out loads and loads and loads of plain ones. Okay, so now there is this other little thing here. And this is for the big flower. So I need to put that in real red. So we'll do that. And there is a trick to this one as well. Let me just pop that there like that. If you see the shape of the petals, you'll see there is this one here that's got like 3 petals. So you've got single, 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 and then triple. So you've got single, 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 and then like triple there. So that's where that's going to go. That's going to line up so that those big, I don't even know what you call them. What would you call lines? That's what we'll call them, lines. And they're going on there in the same colour, and it will really look good. So let me just look. And it doesn't matter how you, like if you're a bit out, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. Now you've also got some centres. So I'm going to pop, I'm running out of blocks here, so we'll have to compromise here. So there's this large round centre, and I'm going to do that in the Daffodil Delight, and that's going in the middle of this. Just like that. Beautiful. Look at that. I really like this stamp set. They got sick of me saying this in class the other day because I kept saying it over and over again. Now, with these other small flowers, now I think I just used the same one there. So we will use the same one there. We'll do that in the yellow. There it is. And pop that in the middle. Again, doesn't matter if it's not 100% spot. Oh, I can't do yellow, can I? No, I can't do yellow in that one. We have to do red. I have to do red in this one. And I think we have to do red in the little blue one as well. Otherwise you won't see it. There we go. So I just used the one. There are a couple to choose from. So we'll just pop the lid on that for a minute. We'll move all of this stuff out of the way and we'll start making inroads to finishing this card. So I want to stamp next. What do I want to stamp? Happy birthday. And I'm going to do this in the blue as well. And this fits perfectly in that banner. So if I just, hang on, I just touched that. If I just have a scrap and put this somewhere in the middle, I'm pretty sure it's going to make it inside the banner. So just a second on there. That looks good. I'll get my little mini out. I've got my little die here. Where's our little arrow thing? I don't know what they're called. Flags. There we go, flags. So I'm just going to line that up now. Look, I hope you can see that. I've got so much stuff on this desk at the moment. Might be tricky to see the flag because it'll be yellow and yellow, but I'm just lining that up. I'm just sort of centering it up. So I've stamped it crooked. It doesn't matter because we can line that up later. And sometimes that is a bit easier when you're doing sentiments. So in there, we'll chop that out and just bear with me for 2 seconds. And there we go. Cut out beautifully. Just hang on. Okay, so we've got that, we've got that, we've got that. That looks beautiful. Right. Now, what I want to do is I want to... Oh, no, I want to do some more sentiment stamping. Okay, so on one of these, I want to... Sorry, I don't have a sample card to go by. So I'm going to stamp this, and I've put the two of the greetings from the stamp set. I've put you mean the world to me, and I've just stacked them on the block, and I'm just going to ink that up as well in the blue. Hang on, it's making too much noise. Now I just want to center that up here. This is where we're going to write, you know, our sentiment. Well, where we're going to put our message part. And hang on, did I want to do that? Hold your horses, honey. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. No, hang on. Hold your horses. Hang on. Yeah, okay. That's going to go in there. Go and pop nothing on this one. We're going to pop the other one on there, and you'll see how this is going to work. So now I want to do a bit of stamping on this bit. I just want to stamp a little flower in the blue. We'll do this. We'll do the little one, I think. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is it? Oh, here it is. I took it off the block. That's right. Hang on. Hold your horses, honey. So I'll do that in the blue. do that down here. I'll do it like this, I think. And then we'll do some little green leaves. And I think these kind of will nestle in somehow, but yep, that'll do. That looks okay. This is like a totally impromptu card tonight. So there we go. Look at that, beautiful. We'll put a red center in there because that's what we did with the others. And we'll pop that in there like that. Can't even see it, but there you go. Right, now that is going in here like that. We need this piece to go in here like that. But before we do anything, I want to, I think I'll decorate this side with one or two of the flowers as well. Oh dear, it's like, it's so hard to get good help. Right, that's how that goes. Right, so let's get this going. Okay, so I want to pop this up in the center on some dimensionals. Let me just get some dimensionals. Hang on, where are they? Oh, I don't want to do ones. Right, here we go. So I'm just going to just put like 3 because I'm going to tuck the flowers in underneath. That one looks pretty ordinary, doesn't it? Obviously, that's been sitting on a ink pad. So we'll take those off. And we'll pop this in the middle. Now, luckily, a circle, you know. So that looks about right to me, somewhat. Now, this is where we can add our gorgeous, gorgeous flowers. So we need some dimensionals, and I do want the little ones. What do I just do with them now? Oh, dear. Okay, here we go. Got some. So I want to glue that kind of like on there, but I want this part to be propped up. So, yeah. Maybe one under there. And I think that's enough. So we'll take the back off those and we'll pop a bit of glue on these other petals, just a little bit. Now, I hope you don't mind crafting with me on, as Frenchie would say, on the fly. There's our little one there. And we can see we can build this up. We can pop these leaves around to make this. Let's put and look, shall we? Let's put and look indeed. So we'll do the same thing with this. We might keep that yellow one for inside. And oops. That's what I was thinking of doing, is just gluing that on like that with the leaves popping out underneath it. So we will do that. Just pop a bit of glue in the middle of this. And this is the other shape that we had for a different flower. Now I can't remember how I had that. I don't think it was like that. I think it was like that. I think that's how it was. Right, so we'll glue that on like that. And we'll pop some dimensionals on this side. Yep. And the minis are good because they get into those little nooks and crannies everywhere. And I think that's where we want that. Yep. Okay. And we'll take those off. Hang on. Hang on. Hold your horses, honey. And one more, I think. Yep, one more. And then we'll pop a little bit of glue on here. And position this down here. There we go. Now we've got this. We can have that coming out there or there. We've got a couple of others. Oh, I've got these gorgeous leaves that I've got propped up on one side. We'll use those. So we'll take those off, those minis off, and put a little bit of glue just on there. Tuck that underneath there like that. So now it's got that effect. And I think we might, which one shall we use? Can't even tell it's a heart anymore, so didn't really have to do all of that. So we can pop this one down like that. Have these two coming out like that if we want. I think that looks okay. What do you reckon? I think we might pop this leaf up here. Okay. Or this little one. Maybe we'll pop that one there. Sorry guys. Just try and enjoy the process. I think that's okay. No, I think I like the big one. Sorry. So I might glue him to there, just to there like that. And then pop a bit of a what do you call these things? Dimensionals. Sorry, I'm all over the place. Gosh, you can tell we're getting to the pointy end of the week, can't you? Because I'm rambling now. Oh dear. And this is why probably I have half of it done before you guys even... Oh gosh, I've put those on the wrong side. New plan. Doesn't matter. Maybe one on him. Yeah, this is probably why I don't do them on the fly, because I can't think and talk at the same time, obviously. Hang on, we'll just pop that half under there like that. And that's got plenty of dimension to it. Okay. We haven't glued this fella down yet, so we'll stick that one down. And just pop it out, coming out like that. There we go. Now, what was I going to do? That's right. Okay. Now, I may need some more. What did I do with those other spares? Oh, dear. Oh, here's one. Hang on. Here it is. So I'll do the bigger leaves, another set of the bigger leaves when I can find them. Oh, crikey. Honestly. Can you see them anywhere? Why does this happen every week? Every week I lose something. Every week had them. Oh, there they are. I didn't just have them. I'm telling fibs. Dear, oh dear. All right, in the garden green, I'm going to stamp up the larger leaves and just make sure that they are going the right way. Oops, got a bit of glue on me now. So we'll pop that there like that. And there's that one. Oops. Now, where is the... I had some little spare, didn't I? What did I do with those? Oh, they're still in the box. It's okay. We'll have a look and see. We might need another one of them. What have we got in here? Hang on. So all the spares that I've cut out that I had, we might, hang on, I'm thinking, hang on, I know that's tricky for me. Okay, so we might just do those green leaves again before I lose them all together. We'll do another set of those. There we go. And we'll do the small ones. On here. So I'll line those up like that. And we might do a red rose. I haven't done this one yet, so that'll be exciting. It's this one here. Now I'm sure there's going to be a way that this goes. So yeah, bear with me for 2 seconds while I figure it out. Let me see. Okay, I think that's it. Let's see. It's now or never. Because we didn't really use this one in the other card. So hang on. Hold your horses, honey. Beautiful. Look at that. Really love that. What else have we got? So we've got another set of the large leaves. We've got that. We want to do some stamping, and we've still got this little blue one. Okay. Now, it all will be revealed. Just, yeah, don't mind me. I'm just talking amongst myself. So I've got this here. I've got that stamp on there. This one here is going to have our banner, which I'm sure I've lost that already. Oh, my word. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, that's going to go there like that. Now, I wanted to do a bit of stamping either side of this little banner. So I just want to work out where I'm going to put that. Now, we might do that red rose again. I quite like that. So we'll do that. Do the rose first. And I might actually just do the roses. Okay, so we'll have the rose going there like that. And we'll turn it around and we'll have it going in the opposite direction. And I really don't think it's going to matter with these little leaves where they go, to be honest. TBH. Right. Where's my little post-it trick? So I'm just going to hold that up there like that and put these. See, I'm just covering up that rose and I'm just going to put them there like that. Didn't turn out fantastic, but you know what? I think a blind man would like to see it. We'll see if we can do it again. For all my touting, you know, things don't have to be perfect. There we go. It doesn't even look odd. And then we'll do them, oh, on the other side. That could have been a mistake. Could have very well nearly been a mistake. There they go. Look. Now, that is going in, where is it? Here it is. That is going somewhere there like that. We might put a couple more of the big leaves around. So we'll ink that up again. And just pop some of the big leaves here and here. And we've still got this. What about if we leave it at that? Let's leave it at that. Let us leave it at that. Okay. So now on this one here, we're going to do just a couple of little flowers, just like this, with some leaves around. I'm just going to glue them on, okay? You must be wondering what the heck is going on here, what this is all about. Okay, well, you'll see in a tick. That's probably way too much glue. So what we'll do is we'll put some glue on that one. And we'll pop that there like that. Have this guy coming out from underneath, just like that. I'm going to put this little blue flower, not popping anything up at this stage. He might go under there like that. And we've got one of these. What about if we stamp one of them while I'm here? That sounds like a great idea. This is going to be one of those videos where I go cringe, cringe, cringe. Never mind. At the end of the day, does it really matter? There we go. Look, we'll pop him out there like that. We'll kind of make this like a bit of a swag. I think that's what they call them, don't they? In Australia, a swag is like your sleeping bag when you're out camping, you know, and it's got all your stuff in it. So look at that. We might pop some leaves. And you can cut these. And just to prove it, I shall cut them. And we might be able to just pop one or two under there. Yeah, so in the olden days, your swag was a lot of itinerant people would go around the countryside looking for work, and they would carry their own, you know, most of the time they'd walk and they'd go from farm to farm looking for work, and they would have their own swag with them where they had their, you know, their sleeping bag and their billy, which is like a tin can with a handle on it, and they could make tea and stuff like that. We'll cut these ones out too, and yeah, just pop them on there as well. So yeah, but a swag of flowers is a whole different thing. So there you go, you learn something every day, don't you? Now let's see if we can lift this one up and lift this one up and just pop that under there like that. Have that coming out like that. And maybe this one. Sometimes I just don't think things quite through. So yeah, forgive me if I don't. Right, that's good enough. That's good enough for the purposes of this card. So now we're going to glue this one here, You Mean the World to Me, in here like this. I bet you've forgotten about the whole circle thing after all of this. So that's just going in there like that. And that's in the middle. That's in the middle of the card. Now, the one with the flowers is going on here like that. So we'll just pop that on there like that. And we're nearly finished. We are literally nearly finished this card. Now, I bet you forgot about this. Yeah, I bet you did. So that's kind of just going to go like there, on there like that. I'm going to pop that up. I'm just going to pop that up with a couple of these little mini dimensionals right in the middle. And, oh, we may not do that yet. Let's get this on here. So now we've got our little three-fold card business happening. I want to put this in the center. I want the same distance here to here and whatever's hanging off the card there. Okay. Now you could move it up if you wanted to, like that. We might move it up like that. It doesn't matter because we know it'll fit into the envelope. Okay, so we want to just glue, we want to just put some glue on the bottom here, just around about there, and some glue on there and in the middle. And we will line that up. We will line that up with the card base. Okay, just like that. And we'll just wait for that to set up for a second. And now we can place this. I'm just taking these off if I can get them off. Hang on. They can be a little tricky, the mini ones. So we want to pop this here like this, somewhere in the middle. Just make sure it's in the middle. Oh, before I do that, I was going to go around the edges in the blue. That's right. I'm glad I remembered that. So just around the edges, that will just sort of give it that little bit of emphasis, that little bit of, what do you call it, outline. So there we go. And I want to stick that on there like that. You know, if I'd have thought a bit clearer, I would have done a bit more stamping on in strategic places. But look, you know what? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. So now we've got this three-fold easel card. You can decorate that. I got these little gems out. These are iridescent foil gems. If I can get the packet open. Oh, crikey. Right. So we can put these around. Let me see. You get two sizes. So we'll let's pop one up here, a big one and a small one over here. Big one there and a small one there. Just to sort of catch the eye. It opens like that. And then it opens again like that. And then it stands up like that. So let me just get all this stuff out of the way. And we'll have a close look at that. So what do you think about that? It's an easel card. It's a three-fold card. Of course, you use any combination of colours and items. That could have been a circle. I think outlining that just creates another bit of interest. So we've got that. It opens like that. You could, of course, decorate that a bit better than I did. And then these two panels open. It says, happy birthday, you mean the world to me. You've still got a panel here. If you like to write a lot of stuff, you could put another piece of the daffodil on there. Of course, you've also got the back of the card. And then when it stands up like that. Sending lots of love. Happy birthday. Yeah.